What is up, everybody? We are gonna go on a little bit of some jumping adventures, shall we? We're gonna go to some of the places that we had encounters that we hadn't finished. Retrieve astropathic message from Regent Aranto Marcelio. The navigators are concerned about the fate of the Cassia disappeared from 5. The region is requesting an update on our current status. It is also inquired about the possibility of a personal meeting, negotiate and arrange the return of the landlady navigator to her house. The psycho-emotional coding of the received messages betrays acute concern, but it also contains something that the astropaths have failed to put into words. If you excuse me for forthrightness, I feel it necessary to tell House Marcelio the truth. Otherwise, a conflict with the Navis Blight is possible, which, given the current state of the Koronus Expanse, will only play into the hands of the enemies of the Imperium. How did House Marcelio even learn that I have Cassia? Which you knew, Lord Captain, is troubling indeed. Perhaps he has a spy on board, or Regent Aranto is bluffing. In either case, we believe we should respond. Navigators are extremely powerful and useful allies to have. Tell House Marcelio that Cassia is safe and the rogue trader would be honored to meet in person. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. I ask to transmit your consent to Representative House Marcelio waiting for you on the capital ward Dargonis. Receiving members of the Navis Blight is always a delicate matter. Please make sure to discuss the details of the meeting with your Chancellor upon arrival. Okay. We took damage. So first we're going to go to the system Speculo here. And also, I'm assuming our colonies are capable of doing things now. Yeah, look at that. Okay, decent, not great. Ooh, I like this. I think this might be where we go. Yep. Gonna do this one. More and more ships arrive in orbit around Dargonis. The agreement with the Navy allows the deployment of permanent dock for void ships and repositories. Yes, please and thank you. Janus? Actually, I want to upgrade one of our most farthest ones. Maglev. Construction of the route allows the delivery of relics to every corner of Faustone as possible to support the Adeptus Mechanicus. Let's do it. And Janus, can we do anything with you? Dark Sages. Not all serves the honest. I firmly adhere to the catechism of the maintenance of operation. The Malatics are defrocked clergy and similar other outcasts who wander the Koronus Expanse in pursuit of undesirable knowledge, teetering on the brink of schism. A protectorate who gives them shelter, safety, and research in their research will earn gratitude. The Picasso Commission has connections along the Malatics and can secretly assemble an entire covenant of unholy sages on Janus so that they may intrepidly study the mysterious scenes and artifacts found in the abundance on this world. So we get these. Ooh. And replenishing. Interesting. Yeah, go for it. Why not? Build everything. I don't know what the proper things to build are. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I want to go to the bridge real quick though. We just got some stuff for like the Navy, so I'm wondering if any of our people are selling any new things. Oh, it's not built yet. That's not built yet. That's right. Sorry. My bad. My bad. Visit system Speculo. We've already done this, right? I thought so. Oh yeah, we definitely did this already. We definitely did this already. I have to come back there on my second playthrough, which means I need to play a psyker. Murder. Attack the pirates. Send all the boats to intercept the interstellar sextant. Do not let it get away. All right, this is the one that was trying to escape. That's right. I don't know if we're gonna be strong enough to do it, but I'm gonna try.
You are going to do better with them? In this crude vessel?
So we have this now, the Imperium Storm. We also have reinforcing shields.
Macro cannons, open fire. Launch batteries, volley! Keep up the pressure. Make every shot count!
Let's reinforce these. Is this my ultimate? I'm not sure. I think we'll chill on that though. No, these are more dangerous. You need to shoot at the torpedoes. Of course you crit right when you get through. Of course you do. They surrendered. Ho ho ho. You don't
Salvo!
say.
Fire at will.
Start turning a little bit, maybe? I don't know. It's funny that we made them surrender. I think I reinforced that side.
Torpedoes away!
Why can't I move? No, I guess I'll move this way though.
Engage the engines. With the force of a supernova.
Not really sure why I couldn't move there. If that caused me to lose here, I'm gonna be really pissed off. Aw, he blew my thing.
Potential.
If I lose here, I'm gonna be so
Our
pissed.
future is
We
bleak.
kill this non-functional.
Fire at will. Let them taste our fury. Macro cannons, open fire! Coordinates set.
I think I got it, maybe, as long as I don't miss. Shit. That's irritating. That's really irritating, actually. Stop. Downrate the hull. Repair. Raid the hull. Not enough scrap. Damn, that's okay. Save. Go. Attack the pirates. Don't let them get away. So we know now that those things stop trying to run away if we put enough damage into them. It's actually so irritating.
I lift up my voice in prayer for this vessel and its hallowed guns.
Salvo! Make every shot count!
They're running.
With the force of a supernova! All hands, prepare for acceleration. Let the void sort them out.
Well, it's all macro cannons that were fired during the acceleration phase. Okay, that's why.
Let them taste our fury.
Figured it out.
Salvo!
Send it. Cool, let's go. Go, my torpedoes. I like my torpedoes. They're fun.
Macro cannons, open fire! Lance batteries, volley!
I know you surrendered.
Let them taste our fury!
My bad. It does say random enemies. I didn't think you counted as an enemy anymore, bro. I'm sorry.
Make every shot count.
Jesus.
Salvo!
Sorry, friend. You're
The
kind of done
force
for.
of a supernova. Torpedoes, away! Helmsman, take us in.
You can't catch up, torpedoes. You could almost catch up. So close.
Let them taste our fury! Fire at will. Salvo!
Hopefully we can clean this up. Nice.
My premonitions never fail me.
Void Wolf, we won 10 combats. Look at us go. 16th achievement. Woohoo. Continue. And we didn't take too much damage. And we can get that back up to where it's supposed to be. Perfect. All right. Now I can erase that fight on my notes here. Next one is in the crossroads, which is actually up here. Now we could take that jump, but that seems much more dangerous than just going back ways. Pray for salvation from the warp trap. We took a lot of damage. Ow. I say it seems safer, and it might not have been. Oh, to colony management. We got trophies. Requirement, or whenever wearer kills their target with a melee attack, all enemies in 2 radius suffer weapon bonus damage and mental. Oh, that's pretty cool. Visit the colony. Oh, I have to visit the colony. Okay. Colony events. Point event is occurred. You can visit the colony. Veilstone. Is that where? Oh, no, we need to go to Janus. Oh, it's this one. It's Janus right here. That's what we're looking for, right? No, we're looking for Foulstone. Shit! Back to Foulstone. Foulstone, I'm coming. Pilgrim's event. I'll save. Didn't know they had events where you had to go back to the colonies. That's neat. I like it. I accept. Thousands of serf have left their workstation to gather for a holy pilgrimage. Times -2. Ugh. Yes, do it, my friends. Go forth. Manufacturers gather round to a halt after thousands of people left their work posts. Oh well. It is what it is. Wish I could have done that just from like anywhere, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. So one dangerous and one unsafe, or one unsafe and all the rest safe. Let's do all, one's unsafe and all the rest safe. Colony management. Nope. Troubling news to arrive from Janus, your lordship. While digging an irrigation ditch, the workers found a Xeno obelisk made of unknown material. It was delivered to the laboratorium and subjected to a number of tests, one of which caused a reaction. The obelisk generated a low frequency vibration, and the events that followed were catastrophic. A series of anomalies were recorded in the Epsilon 2 Majoris region. It's almost like Janus itself had been fighting us there. Logistical change had been disrupted. The only people who visited the uncontrolled territory were the wretches fleeing deeper into the region in greater and greater numbers. The observers report strange fires in the night sky, completely imperceptible to the augurs. Esteemed ultra-requisitors are gathering freemen and daredevils for an expedition into the heart of the region. They assume a priceless trove of xenomechanisms and is waiting for them inside. What exactly is happening there? The vegetation demonstrated a remarkable ability for wild growth. It took the plants only 2 days to overrun the agri-complexes in the region. Extinct species of local megafauna have been found and newly formed jungle, aggressive and acting in unnatural cohesion. How are the wretches involved? We do not know. It is as if they received a signal telling them to abandon their work and rush deep into the afflicted territory. Some were stopped by the watchmen appointed by your order. Unfortunately, about 100 still made their way into their region. I want your proposals. The nature of Janus is rising up. It is lucky coincidence that Janus harbors specialists who are not only expert at controlling life, but on destroying it as well. Even though the reports of the Magos Biologus Capella bear no mention of the storage of weapons of mass destruction, I have no doubt that they do possess some. They always have some lying around. I see no reason to let them use them against whatever this is. Deployment of fortified research stations in the affected sectors is a recommendation. The benefit of gathering more information justifies the increased casualty rate among personnel. The sickly creatures know more about this special growth than we do. Something we must amend quickly. Should we catch some of the mutants and force them to cooperate? That way we can learn what we're dealing with. Begin the purge. I don't think I want that. Set up research outposts. I think I do want that. Isolate the region. No, I think I want to set up research outpost. May the Omnissiah be merciful to the souls of those who will gather their lives in the name of obtaining knowledge. The scouts who ventured in the heart of the afflicted region discovered ancient Xenos creations emerging from the ground. The afflicted region reacted to the incursion by the expanding and swelling up some of the neighboring ivory complexes. Fortified observation stations were set up in the large clusters of ruin. The priceless data and artifacts collected were paid for with the lives of many watchmen who fought against the onslaught of Janus's enraged wilderness. Plus one prop vectors, chemicals, and dark sages completed. Neat. And Dargonus is done too. Nice. Lord Captain, we received a report from the Dargonus. Some confolk from the new, now ruined Ciopian 84-249 have still come to the heresy of defiance, forming into engine vandal gangs. They now ride among the wasteland on the wasteland adapted cleaning Goliaths. They have declared themselves outside the law, raiding the hive's outskirts, only to escape retribution in the toxic wastelands. Many of them do not want to obey your more than equitable decision to send them to the restoration site of Ciopian, and thus they have fled the labor settlements, committing the heresy of disobedience. Rumor has it that the Brigadier clan in charge of the debris removal in the ruins of Ciopian keep in contact. We could pass on your word to the renegades via the Brigadiers, force them to dispose of locations of the rebels' nomadic camps. What is the Brigadier clan? It's the unknown union of workers, the technomats, who have been working on the lower levels of the Ciopian. Small-scale bosses of the watches and the shifts, useful common folk who have proved their worth with diligent labor and valuable knowledge. Of course, they stand much lower than the esteemed trader, let alone the aristocrats, but the common folk heed their kin, and the brigadiers have both authority and the ability to manage them. The Ciopians keep to themselves, but the brigadiers have not shown any signs of disloyalty. They are the first volunteer to return to the ruins and set up a debris removal program. They are certainly useful and are accustomed to praising the Emperor throughout their labor. Moreover, their grief at the loss of their home and the resilience with which they have accepted it made them appear like heroes of martyrs in the eyes of the other commoners. How did they survive in the wastelands, and why did they decline my rule? This is rather uncomfortable way of life, your lordship. They must always be wary of acid rains and hurricanes moving a decent distance from the hives. They do not plan on raiding at that moment. They get their food from the abandoned outposts, paying for it with their lives of those killed by the autonomous security systems. Water and promethium are rationed very strictly. They live by marauding on an occasional hunt and the plundering, and sometimes their own kin, and sometimes the outskirts of the hive. They're a tribe of degenerates and barbarians that's rapidly developing its own clan culture. The civilized residents of the hive shoot the scum any chance they get, which here my advisors say. If the ancient vandals have managed to tame the ancient machine spirits, that means that there's some technomats or even tech priests among their ranks. That renders them negotiable. It would be efficient to utilize such renegades instead of disposing of them. A promise of reward for a piece of technology found in the wastelands and Dargonus return back to the dynasty will ensure their obedience and tractability. If you wish to exterminate them, Alan Tuck, do not waste your time on hunting them down. Instead, to see them to defeating each other with a prize, a weapon or a trophy they can fight for. After the monkey finish slicing each other up for your right to obtain it, your warriors shall finish the deed. This tactic proves itself to be very useful against your kind. The aristocrats of Dargonus despise them, but they're secretly afraid of them. Correct? Renegades that can invoke such fear. I wonder if the exiles like this on my home, could they have not curbed the ambitions of my brothers and sisters? Would they have supported me in this conflict? Oh, I'm scheming and conspiring right now, am I not? Bravo, Lady Cassie. Do not be ashamed of the unique abilities bestowed upon you by your heritage. They are your birthright. Draft a message, get a mechanism, profit factor. I'm kind of interested in that. Cassie is right. I don't think so. Yeah, Pascal, draft a message directed at the Omnissiah renegades. Let them serve the acquisition of knowledge. May the lost be found yet again. The former servants and serfs of the Omnissiah that are now part of the engine vandals were glad to actively collaborate and redeem themselves in the eyes of the Deus Mechanicus. The common folk did not dare to judge this union, fearing the menacing priests and clad in scarlet. Hive raids have become a rare occurrence. The expeditions are returning from their wastelands with the relics that had once been lost in the vast plains, which make their way into the dynasty's vault via the Brigadier clan. Neat. Profits for water. Ooh. Yeah, let's get it to rank 3 going. Granting the right to reunite guilds and cause an explosive growth of industry will lead to turn dehydration of plant surface. Take it. Okay. What have we gotten? Aldari sonic torpedoes. Star Lancer. No, I want to keep my toughness. Huh, neat. Cool things. Oh, this goes in the cargo. Alright, let's continue jumping back to where we were going. Wait, space combat is available in the system. What? Did I miss this one somehow? No, it's not. I've been lied to. I love when I have safe places to jump to. This is where space combat is available. Do I know if we can beat this fight? I don't remember it, so I couldn't tell you. I do know that I don't like how much damage we've taken, so let's actually look at this. Unfortunately, I gotta downgrade you, my friend. Now let's look at this. Sonic warheads dealing more damage. More damage, please. 45 to 55 medium range macro cannons. Take this. And I think I am gonna add these to cargo. There we go. Okay. Now, save. Let's go, punk. See, it should be like, wait, you Oxford person can. You do not negotiate with heretics. I already know it leads to a fight because we've tried it before.
Time to earn your keep, crew.
Oh, look at that! We got a new ship. That's sick. Oh yeah, it's this big ass ship that we gotta deal with. I remember that.
With the force of a supernova. Fire at will. Let the void sort them out.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna have the range. You're gonna have the range though. So cool that we have like something helping us now. Oh my god, I knew at some point we were gonna have to get something like that, right? I knew it. Yeah, I remember this guy hits hard. Oh, jeez, is he gonna kill us in one blast?
The vessel's on the brink.
Ooh, that's not good.
Make every shot count. With the force of a supernova. Lance batteries. Volley!
I think we're screwed here, guys.
Keep up the pressure.
Oh, there it is. We're still alive? What? That's not good.
With the force of a supernova! Fire at will.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh well.
Return to ashes.
We killed it, but it killed us. Dang. This is gonna be a rough fight, I'd say. Maybe I can play the getaway game and launch torpedoes at it over and over again. Maybe. Let's see here. What if I did this?
With the force of a supernova!
Just did a couple of baby shots at it.
Launch batteries. Volley.
And they were like, maybe we just dip. Well, wait, no. First.
Let the void sort them out. Coordinates set.
And we're like, maybe we just dip. We just run away. And we'll put it on our butt just in case. And we turned it around. Perfect, beautiful, let's go.
A breach in the enemy shield has been revealed.
Look at that coming all the way over here to us. Crazy. Get really far
Helmsman,
away.
take us in. Coordinates set. Torpedoes
Launch more
away!
torpedoes.
Purgation through blessed
goodbye,
plasma
guy.
fire.
Boom.
Fire at will!
Which one's will? Yes, I know. Bad joke. Don't care. It's funny to me.
Lance batteries. Volley! Helmsman, take us in. Let the void sort them out. All hands, prepare for acceleration. With the force of a supernova!
Start blasting. I could use this.
Torpedoes away!
Good luck, me.
The void ship's machine spirit cries out in pain.
Yeah, I think this one's SOL. I don't think I'm doing that. I don't think I can do this one yet. That's a rough fight. Almost. We're gonna go a little bit longer this episode. Try out another one of the fights that we have. It's in the. Well, maybe try out another one of the fights. Maybe just get to one of the areas we haven't gone to yet. Like this one right here. Yes, that's exactly the area I want to go to, actually. Warp breach. Ungodly fiends spreading sorceress. Give the military gear. Yeah, good job. I mean, I could have done it, but we're you know, time limit. Space test. Maybe if my ultimate ability was working, I could have done something. Flood victims. It appears that a large void ship recently dumped a huge load of junk and faulty parts from orbit. The debris that did not burn up in the atmosphere is now blocking the flow of a mighty river. This dam is causing the river to overflow, flooding the nearby village. A herd of large hoofed rodents have gathered along the riverbanks. If the animals lose their usual habitat, they are doomed. Great hunt. The animals cannot flee, and they're virtually defenseless. Orders removal of space debris from the riverbed. It's a long and laborious process, but the animals will have a chance to survive. It takes many planetary turns and the hundreds of crew members to remove the heap of trash and unclog the river, letting the waters flow freely once more. The rodents run back to their pastures without so much as backward glance to the people who saved them. Woohoo! Oh, we got a bunch of extractums. I didn't even notice. Sweet. Alright, let's go and mess these void pirates up. They can't be nearly as bad as what we just fought.
Let us purge your enemies, rogue trader!
I mean, it is a big ship. But I am unconcerned. You done yet? About time.
Launch batteries, volley!
Such a long shot to get over there.
Fire at will. Keep up the pressure! Engage the engines.
You dare?
Smite the enemies of humanity!
Lance batteries, volley! With the force of a supernova. All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Rip them apart!
Let the void sort them out.
Take them out. Useless. Ooh, torpedoes might be going after you, bud. Where are you going? It would be a shame to blow up.
No mercy for the enemies of humanity.
The effectiveness of the crew has been recognized as adequate.
Adequate is acceptable. Alright, and we haven't scanned this one yet. 5 Promethium is pretty big, but we still have 6, so I think we're chilling. I think we're chilling on that. Chart new routes. Well, let's at least make our way to where we're going. Where's Servitors or Savage may have gone? Just let them take care of it. It's only small armor kits and weapon kits and stuff. I'm not too concerned about that stuff. Yeah, just not much in value of trade. Oh wait, Dargonus had a thing, didn't it? Yeah. Lord Captain, there's been tragedy on Dargonus. Governor Drivestim has been dedicated most of the time to restoring the astropathic choir, lost to the warp storms. With the Cygrus assembled or struck by an unknown assault, they heard something and it cast them into madness. The astropaths have lost sleep, clawed at their skin to the flesh, muttered gibberish, and now they've gone completely berserk. They have been eliminated. Now there are only a few most resilient astropaths that are upholding the connection to the Dargonus, but how long will it last? Where do the former astropaths come from, and where can we get more of them? I've received complaints that the Governor Drivestim has devastated the minor astropathic choirs of the Protectorate. He scaled them down by almost half through the blatant abuse of his authority. To take more from people from these choirs would mean depriving ourselves of the connections with their worlds. We could try to hire sanctioned psychers from other domains, but they will few as the road to the Imperium is perilous. We can try getting by with the resources that are already available to us, seek out the unsanctioned astropaths who train those psi-active citizens of the Protectorate displaying promise, a most regrettable violation of his law caused by our grave situation. What is the cause of this affliction? Who knows? The schemes of heretics from the cult of the Final Dawn, the treacherous magic of the Xenos, perhaps it was a planned diversion, or maybe it was just random eco in the Imperium. What say my advisors? Where can we attain a new choir? The astropaths are among the most finely trained state specialists in the Imperium who beheld the light of the Emperor himself and gained a special bond with their master. I strongly advise the Lord Trader to recruit only sanctioned psychers who are capable of keeping their talents in check. If they're not enough, the Inquisition will assist in locating and acquiring some more. Your Lordship, Lady Theodora not only had enemies in the Expanse, but friends as well, those whom she helped out, rescued, and saved. I think these people can offer a helping hand. Among them are several powerful planetary rulers who possess both astropaths and a deep respect for your family name. There are a lot of psychers on my home planet, Lyra, Lord Captain. Do you know why? They were not despised, persecuted, or enslaved on the black ships. There they were sheltered from raids, executed, and respected. Of course, it's all done in secrecy from outsiders, but it's just which ruler to contact. Perhaps with Valencia's name, we'll have enough to make a deal. I don't really want to do the Inquisition. I think I'm going to take Abelard up on it. Yeah, I'm going to go with Abelard. It's time to visit Theodora's old friends. It will be done. I wonder how many of them are still alive. Ship carrying 2 dozen astropaths soon arrived on Dargonus. They have descended to the surface, covered and headed to toe with protective aimlets of going to war. The news of the tragedy that befell the previous choir quickly spread through the Expanse. Each of them conveyed worms of amity from the rulers who had sent them, and each asked permission to visit the family crypt to pay tribute to Lady Theodora. The tragic pestilence of the astropaths has not appeared again, but all of them have reported hearing strange whispers ever since their first day on the planet. But we did it. Now what? Genetic mercy, we get people. Complacency. No, I don't really want to lose any complacency. Let's genetic mercy. The purges will be stopped. Alright. And continuing on. We're gonna cut when we explore some planets in Krennic. I want to get to these, but I can't get to these yet. Lord Captain, according to the telemetry, we're in a system of Kiavagamma, the main industrial wards of the Von Valensis dynasty. However, Astropaths report that attempts to contact Governor Gaprek have been unsuccessful. But wait, the Boxmaster is silent for a few seconds. Lord Captain, new report. Kiavagamma is sending a request to exchange data. Should we accept it? Accept the transmission. As you command, Lord Captain. The Boxmaster switches to a nearby comm channel. Relay your instructions to the crew. For several minutes, nothing happens. Suddenly, deafening screech erupts in the bridge Vox system. You hear violent tirades of Garl Beinhardt, code like electrical machinery. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartments of the Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the void ship. Oh no. Started picked recording. The void ship's bridge, sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out in the dim glow of candles and emergency lights. One of the officers in frame cries out, another falls to her knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping of voxes, shouts can only be just heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with all compartments. One of the bridge's officers turns to the throne. Lord Captain, the vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. Lord Captain gives the order to decipher them. Continue sending orders from the bridge. Request status updates. Decipher the incoming Vox transmissions at all costs. Proceed. The team of decryption experts get to work. Data tethers are inserted into sockets as they are connected to the cogitators. One of the Vox clerics leans over the console. Another is writing something on a piece of parchment, but then bursts into mechanical laughter and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream. A tech priest who is in mid-prayer tears himself to pieces with his own mechadendrites. More and more lunatics are mutilating themselves and lunging at others. Portion of picked recording damaged after contact with unknown objects. Nova shows his rapid servitor away from Lord Captain as he rushes out the crew, shouting out orders. Fuck. The mad officers are attacking their comrades. The recording shows glimpses of torn heads, staining everything with blood, and a Vox cleric howling in pain, clutching his broken arm. By the time they have tied up, although not killed in the scuffle, the bridge attendants can barely catch their breath. Scrap code. The voice belongs to an on-deck engineer who has turned to Lord Captain from a station. We've been attacked with scrap code, a tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with stain and is now running through the ship's veins. Omnisci preserve us. The Voidborn officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there's a terminal for an isolated system that might be allowed pop. The pipes for the opposite head burst and a blast of hot air filling the void flings the voidborn away from the Lord Captain's body, slamming straight through the cogitator panel. The picked frames spin uncontrollably. The servant's cord rolls jolted by the gust. The picked recorder flogs over the Vox, picking up the crackling of electricity and a death cry. Gas on the bridge. A junior attendant shouts and instantly dumps over, inhaling poisoned air. Let's order to evacuate. Evacuate immediately. Failed? What? Poison distorted the people. No, unacceptable. I'll be right back. We succeeded our strength test. The image of the pict is fuzzy, but other glimpses of the people shouting racket and the Lord's Captain orders. Within the minutes, the crazy crew are either dead or bound and consciously ostracized around the court. Captain barely breathing. We've read this. Persuasion, give the order to evacuate. Persuasion succeeded. The rogue trader personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Get the window to the exit. The officers repeat his orders. With the servos go following the rogue trader reaches the door, they fall on the plasma cutters and crumbled outward. The rogue trader is the last to leave the bridge. Leading on the support beam. Nice. Leading on the support beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flushes his lungs with air. Then he straightens to smooth his uniform and heads towards a goal unknown to only him, and the servant's souls follows. The atrium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter about in the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for Lord Captain to find the cogitator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel of the oscillated terminals riddled with the cracks and blood stains, and on the floor by the terminal, a tech priest lying in a heap with his head smashed in. Technical liquids mixing with blood oozing out of his pores. The captain decides to take his chances restoring the terminal. Nice. The Lord Captain rips open the pirate key of the tech priest mechadendrite and opens the cover on the terminal. Sparks fly into space, but he's confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clinging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring the system is restored, the code captain brings up the required data on the screens. The maintenance bay has handed out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up to now. When the machines went out of control and started turning people insane, others, driven by some hateful and paranoid logic, started butchering the servants on the Adeptus Mechanicus. The tech priests have sustained heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. Out of everything that's happening on the ship, the situation maintained by maintenance bay is the diarist. Lord Captain knows where the ship is most needed. He decides to head to the maintenance bay himself. The rogue trader arrives not a moment too soon. The crew is frightened out of their wits. They've already cornered the priests of the Omnisci and are about to execute them. The Lord Captain stands between the anger and the tech priest's sheer presence already giving the crowd pause. Harshly cutting off any objections for the crew, the rogue trader orders the officers who gathered on the way here to escort the mutineers out and set up a guard post outside the bay, where the tech priests begin to offer their desperate prayers to the crippled machine spirits. Return to the bridge. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Although wounded and crippled, the ship nevertheless is returning to its normal operation. Life on the bridge is as bustling as ever, even though the people are surrounded by destruction. The senior officers have the situation under control, and the people have been synchronized. The emergency crew has already finished repairing the pipes. The technobats are setting up cogitators and consoles, and the healers are bagging up what few courses that are and examining the wounded. By the comm station, the rogue trader runs in the Voxmaster. Praise the Emperor, you're in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channels. Soon all the Voxcasters will be fully operational. Another man appears in the picked frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods at him. Here are the reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of affairs on the ship. End of pick recording. Lord Captain, the Voxmaster's voice is quivering with exhaustion. The situation has been brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may even be able to conduct a warp jump if we feel we should leave the system. I'll be bringing you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge only suffered minor losses. The reports mention only a few casualties have already been replaced. The Calvigan went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. We'll refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial ward to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we've exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can be obtained by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the planet's surface. Heinrich joins channels. Time has come for you to remind you of our agreement, Gregor. I must be present in your entourage during the expedition to Calgamma. I'm counting on your cooperation. The crew is awaiting further instructions, Lord Captain. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We're going to finish this part up, even though we're pretty deep into this episode. And before we get to Calgamma. Also, save. This dwarf planet is marked by the Von Valancius Protectorate chart as Adel, and serves as a backup source of water for the habitable worlds of neighboring systems. Due to the abundance of bacteria proliferating in the Adel hydrosphere, the extraction of ice was stopped half a century ago, but to much to officer's surprise, the augurs detected an unidentified mining rig deep underground. Presumably, the evacuation aims at extracting clay minerals into the planet's core encircled, enriched with iron and other minerals. Send a scouting party. The Extractium turns out to be Insignia Chorda's latest investment, whose demens is located just a few jumps from her Kranic system. While this world is a little out of the Von Valancius dynasty, your officers see the gestures and attempt to dismanage the newly minted rogue trader's leniency. Keep the extractor for stealth, which allows you to defeat less criminals, destroy the Extractium. The rogue trader offers to behead anyone illegal mining. Yeah, Master Pascal notes the unusual composition of Adel's core. Subsequent development will allow extraction of rare, refractory metals. Heeding his advice, the rogue trader decides to keep the Extractium for himself. Your people easily consume control of the frightened workers, and the token security crew do not even attempt to resist. The Extractium's machines are restarted shortly after, and the amassed containers filled with precious ore are delivered to the flagship's cargo hold. Woohoo! And we could have plasteel if we wanted, but I don't want, because I don't know how much it actually produces. Alright, let's take on these ships, and then we'll be calling it an episode after we scan Calgamma. What kind of ships are they going to be?
Their efforts will be for naught.
Iconoclastic destroyers, all of them. They're very far away is what they are.
Fire at will.
Which ones will? We've been over this 100 times. I'm gonna make the joke every time.
Lance batteries, volley! Let the void sort them out.
All right. That's why we made our front so tanky. Boom. But what are you doing? Shoot this guy.
Make
Thank you.
every
What's
shot
happening here?
count. Fire at will. Torpedoes away. Coordinates set.
I'd like to be straight to shoot this guy, but I guess that's just not going to happen, so.
With the force of a supernova! All hands prepare for acceleration!
What if we get more of these? That'd be so cool. I hope so. Nice job, big guy.
Engage the engines.
Nice kill.
Fire at will. Lance batteries, volley!
Oh, did I not shoot a thing? Oh, that was silly of me. That's okay.
Fire at will! With the force of a supernova! Let the void sort them out!
Go, sonic torpedoes away! Boom.
Lance batteries, volley! Fire at will! All hands, prepare for acceleration.
You guys got a special
Helmsman,
long episode
take us
today.
in.
Where we tread, the
hope I keep
unfaithful
that.
fall.
Really hope I keep that. Yeah, you guys got a longer episode today, but it wasn't like as much being done, so that's partially why. We got another upgrade. What do we want? Let's do a shallow jump. Sure. And let's see here. No. No. Some scrap. Ooh. I want more scrap. I want more scrap, and I want to upgrade. Can equip 80% and a 15% crit chance. No. I mean, the crit chance is cool, but no. Wasteland Generator. This ancient component of Dargonis fleet frigate was discovered in the waste of the ancient Vandals and presented to the Rogue Trader. Torpedo tubes capable of firing 5 short burning plasma torpedoes with 19 damage warheads. I don't think so, but maybe we try double warheads for a bit. Can't. Good to know. Cool. All right. That's gonna do it for this episode, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.